This is the all-new 2026 Suzuki GSX-8TT, a motorcycle built to turn heads, challenge expectations, and carry the GSX legacy into a new generation. It's bold, retro-inspired, packed with tech, and engineered to hit that sweet spot between everyday usability and weekend thrill. If you've been waiting for a middleweight machine that blends character with modern refinement, Suzuki might have just nailed it. Let's dive into every detail and see what makes this new GSX-8TT so special. At the heart of the GSX-8TT sits a brand new 700cc liquid-cooled 4-stroke DOHC parallel twin engine. It's tuned with a 270-degree crankshaft, which gives it that pulsing V-twin style rhythm riders love. Suzuki designed this power plant to deliver a smooth, torquey ride with a claimed 82 horsepower at around 8,500 RPM and about 57.5 pound-feet of torque right in the mid-range. It's not just about numbers, it's about usable power that feels alive whether you're cruising through the city or carving through mountain twisties. The engine breathes through an electronic fuel injection system and uses a ride-by-wire throttle, all managed by a high-speed 32-bit dual-core ECM. That's Suzuki talk for crisp throttle response, precise control, and rock-solid reliability. Power runs through a 6-speed gearbox connected to Suzuki's assist and slipper clutch system. That means lighter lever action and smoother downshifts, especially when you're braking hard into corners. And yes, you get a factory-fitted bidirectional quickshifter, so you can rip through gears up or down without touching the clutch. It's the kind of feature that used to be reserved for high-end sport bikes, but Suzuki made it standard here. That alone adds a huge layer of fun to the ride. Now let's talk about the brains behind the muscle, the Suzuki Intelligent Ride System, or S.I.R.S. It's a suite of electronics designed to adapt the bike to you and your environment. You get 3 selectable power modes under the SDMS, or Suzuki Drive Mode Selector. Mode A gives you full power and sharp throttle response, Mode B softens things a bit for balanced riding, and Mode C tones it down for rain or relaxed cruising. On top of that, there's an advanced traction control system with 4 levels of intervention plus an offsetting. You can tailor it for aggressive riding, slick city streets, or total freedom if you prefer to manage the grip yourself. Rounding out the electronics package, you've got Suzuki's Easy Start system, which fires the bike up with just a quick press of the button. There's also Low RPM Assist, a subtle but brilliant feature that automatically bumps engine speed to prevent stalls in stop-and-go traffic. And all these systems talk through a modern CAN bus network, meaning the communication between sensors and modules is lightning fast and incredibly reliable. These are the kind of refinements that make the GSX-8TT feel like a truly modern machine. Move up to the cockpit and you'll find one of the nicest interfaces Suzuki has ever built for a mid-range bike. A bright, full-color 5-inch TFT display. It automatically adjusts for day and night riding and keeps all your vital info front and center. You get a digital tack with smooth animation, your speed, gear position, ride mode, traction control level, fuel range, trip meters, and even quick shift indicators. It's easy to read at a glance, and the layout feels premium without being cluttered. Suzuki even added a USB Type-C charging port right in the headlight cowl, so you can keep your phone or navigation device powered up during long rides. Under the seat sits a lightweight lithium battery for quick starts and stable electrical performance. When it comes to the chassis, Suzuki didn't cut corners. The GSX-8TT uses a steel tube double backbone frame, engineered for both stability at speed and nimble handling in tight turns. It's the same structural philosophy that made the GSX-8T and 8R so well balanced, but tweaked here to handle the different ergonomics of the TT's retro design. The front suspension is a 41mm KYB fork, offering about 5.1 inches of travel, while the rear gets a KYB monoshock that's adjustable for preload. Together, they strike that perfect balance between sporty precision and all-day comfort. Braking duties are handled by a serious setup. Twin 310mm floating discs up front with Nissan 4-piston calipers and a 240mm rear disc with a single piston caliper. ABS comes standard, tuned for a natural lever feel and progressive intervention. The GSX-8TT rides on a set of Dunlop SportMax Road Sport 2X tires, 120 70s R17 up front, and 180 Hawaii's 5 19 at the rear, offering solid grip in both wet and dry conditions. It's a setup that gives you confidence to push, yet feels composed when you're just cruising. Dimension-wise, this bike is built for comfort and control. The seat height comes in at 31.9 inches, making it accessible for a wide range of riders. The fuel tank holds 4.3 gallons, so you can cover a decent stretch of highway before needing a stop. Wheelbase is around 57.7 inches, giving it a steady, planted feel, while the overall weight is roughly 445 pounds wet. That's light enough to feel agile, but heavy enough to stay stable on the freeway. The upright riding position is paired with a matte black, tapered aluminum handlebar that keeps your wrists relaxed while giving you excellent leverage. The TT's setup also positions the pillion seat slightly higher, offering better comfort and visibility for your passenger. Styling is where the GSX-8TT really stands out. Suzuki blended modern design language with retro charm, creating something that looks both familiar and futuristic. The front features a distinct quarter fairing with a round LED headlight that channels the classic GSX vibe. The headlight is stacked with low and high beams and flanked by LED position lights. Below that, a subtle undercowl or chin spoiler ties the whole front end together. The tank and tail section flow beautifully, and the proportions are tight and athletic. Everywhere you look, you can tell Suzuki paid attention to the little things. One of the highlights is the seat. It's got premium stitched upholstery and sculpted foam that's supportive for long rides, but still looks sporty. The separate pillion seat gets its own strap, which adds to the vintage appeal. All lighting is LED, from headlight to taillight to turn signals, so it's bright, efficient, and low maintenance. You'll also notice small but thoughtful touches, like the brushed stainless muffler cover, muted black engine side covers, and bar end mirrors that not only look cool but also give you a wider rear view. It's the kind of design that feels deliberate and cohesive, not just a mashup of parts. The GSX-8TT will be available in two standout colors. The first is Pearl Matte Shadow Green, exclusive to this model, featuring bronze and orange accent stripes, along with bronze-finished wheels. The second option is Glass Sparkle Black, paired with subtle red and orange highlights for a stealthier look. Both schemes give off a mature yet stylish vibe, and they really pop under natural light. Between the paint, the badging, and the proportions, this bike looks every bit like a modern classic. Price-wise, Suzuki positioned the GSX-8TT smartly. The official US MSRP is $11,149. That's for the 2026 model, which was announced mid-2025 and started arriving in dealerships that August. Considering the features and build quality, it's priced aggressively, especially when you stack it up against rivals like the Kawasaki Z900RS, Yamaha XSR 900, and Triumph Speed Twin. Suzuki clearly wants a piece of the retro modern performance segment, and they have delivered a lot of bike for the money. In terms of warranty, Suzuki offers a 12-month unlimited mileage warranty in the United States, with optional extended coverage available through their service plans. Maintenance intervals follow Suzuki's standard schedule, and the design of this new parallel twin makes basic servicing relatively simple. Oil changes, chain adjustments, and valve inspections are all straightforward, which means lower running costs for everyday riders. So, what's it actually like on the road? Early ride reviews have been overwhelmingly positive. Test riders praised the strong mid-range torque, calling it one of the most flexible power bands in the class. The chassis feels planted but not heavy, and the suspension strikes a great balance between comfort and feedback. The electronics are intuitive, and the TFT display is clear even in direct sunlight. A few reviewers even noted that it feels more premium than its price tag suggests. If there's one thing Suzuki's always done well, it's building bikes that work in the real world, and the GSX-8TT is no exception. This bike isn't chasing lap times or raw horsepower bragging rights. It's designed for the kind of rider who values balance, character, and real-world usability. The GSX-8TT is as happy slicing through weekend back roads as it is commuting during the week. It has that retro charm without sacrificing the everyday practicality of a modern naked. Whether you're upgrading from a smaller twin or looking to downsize from a heavier leader bike, this machine feels like it was built for that middle ground. Manageable, engaging, and packed with personality. And there's something refreshing about Suzuki's approach here. They didn't try to overcomplicate the formula. Instead, they focused on giving riders the essentials done exceptionally well. A torquey engine, a stable chassis, smart electronics, and styling that turns heads without trying too hard. It's a bike that makes you want to ride more often, not just look at it in the garage. So, to wrap it up, if you're in the market for a stylish, tech-savvy, and genuinely fun middleweight that bridges old-school soul with modern precision, the 2026 Suzuki GSX-8TT deserves a serious look. It's proof that Suzuki still knows how to build motorcycles with heart, value, and everyday rideability. And with that $11,000 price tag, it's one of the best new entries in the retro sport category. That's the 2026 Suzuki GSX-8TT. Modern tech, classic attitude, and the perfect blend of performance and personality. Would you ride one? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more honest bike reviews and deep dives into the newest machines hitting the road.